I'm not a politician. Truly, I don't understand the pros and cons of politics. My friends are also presidents. My friends are all type of people. My friends are pastors. In fact, my best friend is blind. So that's me. Now, a lot of people,
is that what you are?
What? Yes.
A real prince?
A real prince. A real prince. I think that being a prince, it means that, you fall under some kin, okay? The son of a king, and that's royalty. But I believe that the King of Africa, it's the omnipotent above us. It's God. This is a continent, an island that is full of gold, diamonds, oil. This is not for us. There's no king. There's no man that can be a king of Africa except for God. And I said that's the title I want. And he said, go for it. And I claimed it. So now I am your prince.
Right. There are some who, upon hearing that title, are reminded of what became quite common some years ago, these scammers who tell foreigners that they are princes just to attract their wealth.
No, not Freedom Jacob Caesar. We don't have time for that. Look, we have created wealth. We have built wealth through the wisdom that we have acquired on this earth since we came here. The knowledge, all the things we learned in school, I might not even remember anything. But the wisdom and knowledge that God has bestowed upon me, please, I use it very well. I don't have time to go and use some princes and kings to, acquire anything. In fact, you should remember this. The Western world doesn't have much for us than we do for them. Okay? What do you think you can bring from America or Europe to Africa? They will not even let you bring $10 million. Where are you going to pass that? Where? If you take it through the airport, you can put 50,000 pounds in a bag. They will have dogs catching the bag, sniffing that. Where are you taking the money to? Okay, they are not jokers. They are not going to let you take the money out of their country. It's only we Africans that will let people take billions and trillions out of our country. You know why? Because we don't value what has been given to us. We need to understand to take care of what has been put into our hands. Okay, when Moses decided to take care of the Israelites, God gave him the power, the courage, and the miracles because he became responsible for them. If we as a country decide to be responsible for our people, for our resources, for our gold, trust me, in 10 years you will see the whole thing turning around. The human beings will start to be happy, and when they are happy, the economy will start to boom. When they are stressed, the economy will stress. Okay, when you take the value from your people, your country will have no value. When you add value to the people, your country will start to have value. Look, it's there. You can see it clearly. When you go to America, they give value to the people. Okay, they find a way to let them eat. They find a way to kill them. There's insurance. The people don't die easily in America. Okay, and if you do kill someone, also you pay for it. It's not like Ghana where someone can just kill someone and some police will put it even in fire. So we need to take hold of what we've been given, and we need to nurture it. We need to make sure that we refurbish them, we refine them, we manufacture them and package them, and make sure we distribute it amongst ourselves.
Now, until recently, we didn't know you to be a political person. We saw you in the company of celebrities. You've invited several, Floyd Mayweather and several others. You've spent time with them. You've invited some of them to Ghana to enjoy your hospitality. We see your social persona as very amazing animals, tigers and lions and so forth. It's no surprise you're building a zoo, right? But at what point did your political consciousness get birthed? At what point did you stop being, for want of a better word, a celebrity and decide to become a politician?
Okay, so first of all, I'm not a politician. Truly, I don't understand the pros and cons of politics. In fact, like I tell people, I don't even know how to become an assemblyman. I don't know what to do if you tell me to become an MP or a minister. And that's why I went straight for the top post, because I think that's where you do what is right. You are asking me that what has put me in this position of the political industry.
Yeah,
I,
why
I,
the change?
I feel like I am a risen leader, and this is some kind of calling. And I've always followed the voice. I've always followed, what I believe in and what the voice is telling me where to go. But in life, everybody wants to live life. I have surrendered my life. The only thing that I have between life and death is time, and that's what I used the most. In terms, I use it to my best potential. Why do I say that? Because when you're 20 or when you're 15 and you want to be a footballer, it's likely you can be a footballer. But when you turn 27 and you're still thinking to be a footballer, it's too late. Maybe you should think of being a coach, because the time is gone. And this is the right time that I felt like, I have to go into that presidency. When the voice came to me, I moved with it, because the voice has come to me many times and I moved with it. And you wonder why I was with all those celebrities and this and that. Okay, for me, you might see like I'm living a celebrity life. No, it's me cherishing my relationships with people and letting them respect my vision, my understanding, my commitment, my loyalty to them, and I had to be in their paths, in their lane. But you can tell my friends are boxers, my friends are musicians, my friends are footballers, my friends are also presidents, my friends are all type of people, my friends are pastors. In fact, my best friend is blind and he's called Brown. So I have all type of friends, but I don't think the country has ever looked at me from that angle.
Well, you haven't showed us.
Well,
angle.
They're just looking at the glittery part and who is the star and all of that. Look, don't just concentrate on the messenger. You need to concentrate on the message. Hence, that's why I came with the mask. Because I was asking the country, which one are you choosing? Are you choosing the face that you want to find? Or you're going to look for the message that this person is bringing?
That's an interesting point. I wish we could explore that in the little time we have left. This idea of a focus on the message and not the messenger. You're running for public office. You are running for the president of Ghana. This is a country where, and you can be forgiven since you admit you're not a politician, but this is a country where we have a constitution that gives so much power to the president that in essence he can do pretty much what he wants. The law will support him. For such a powerful role, the person is very important. How are you going to convince voters to ignore the person in favor of the message?
Well, you see, when I said the message and then not the messenger, it doesn't mean you should ignore the messenger. First of all, if you concentrate on the message, you will see the fruit in the message. You will see the knowledge in the message. Okay, it took time for people, Roosevelt and let's take Jesus Christ for instance, and some of the great leaders that have been in this world, Mansa Musa and all of these people. In the beginning, his message was very clear to 34,000 camels and 50,000 followers, meaning real. They realized that this defies the means. It's not the beginning. They're not looking at what you're wearing. They're not really looking at how you come across. No, they want to see. That's when the greatness in you is perceived by the people. So that this is what I believe. I think I would.
Are you not as willing to consume the message before the person? Are you not worried that perhaps the person you have shown Ghanaians might make it difficult for some Ghanaians to consume your message?
Well, first of all, I think that you're only seeing message as something that messages. Okay? Your development, your investment that you put in humanity. That's what I call message. You know, it's not just me telling me to wear a suit and tie. I can give a speech, and it will take me 3 days to write that speech. And I think that's the message from my country. But honestly, from where I've come from and where I'm going, it doesn't make full sense to me. You know, I think it's impression. You know, and I don't like to dwell on impression. You know, I really believe that the new leaders who are coming, you know, in a revolutionary forum that can really make a change, you know, and not just based it on the words or the speeches that you're going to give.
Nana Kwame Bediako has been speaking to us this morning. He spent a lot of time with us, actually, which we really appreciate. And you can get more of him because he's going to be on Joy News next, talking more about his message.